Hey everybody, this is Mr. Storm, and in this video I want to show you guys how to very quickly put together some environments. We're going to need an environment sprite sheet for our project. I am going to be doing, in my game, the first level is going to be like a desert biome, so I've created this sprite sheet called Desert Biome. Now the first thing you're going to want is a basic tile to be your basic ground piece, right? So if you're in a grassy field, it's just going to be a solid green color. Now notice this is 32 by 32, just like our main character. So this is going to be a solid color. The next sprites, the next 4 or so, however many you want, are going to be decorative, right? So we're not going to have this gravel sprite on every single piece of the floor. It'll just be kind of peppered in just to make it look a little bit nicer. Here's a kind of an orange rock. Here's my attempt at a skull. This is a kind of like a blue cactus. And then you want to have walls. So I have a left or a right wall, a left wall, a bottom wall, a top wall. I have a corner. So top right, bottom left, right? And so you want some corners. Now it's probably a good idea to, create some, we probably want some more sprites. For example, we might want one that is just a solid color of this brown here. So I'm going to grab my paint bucket tool. I'm going to change my color to that. We'll go back to my sprite 14 and let's just fill that in. So that way we can have our outside wall be a solid color. And then what else? We might want, yeah, I think that should be fine. We should be able to make mostly what we want using these sprites. I'm trying to think if we would want anything else. No, we would probably want, that'll look fine. So I'm just thinking of like, if we want to make a corner, so imagine this was like a corner and then we would come up that way, but we should be able to just kind of put that wall right there. It's not going to look great, but it'll look good enough. Now, as you can tell, I'm not great at artwork. And so some of you are going to be a lot better at making art than me. Please, get as detailed as you want. Mine just kind of looks just like a normal, this is just not very great artwork. You can spend a lot more time making some better art than me. Here's another example. Let's see. Here's like an interior that I've created. Basically walls that I can put inside of an interior. Corners and whatever. Basically just a walls. I would probably want to create some bricks, some textures on the underside. Anyway. So yeah, make at least one environment because we're going to need to have an environment ready to go for our game. And you can make more decorations as you go. If you decide, hey, I want, some more stuff to put in there, you can actually add some more sprites later. But we want to get something together for the first week. So, get your oh, nope, sorry, my gallery. Get your bricks put together as quickly as you can. You can also do something that is kind of like in the style of this, where this isn't really like this would be good for, a floor brick. But there's also some darker wall bricks that we can use. I also made some chains, so you can do like chains and stuff too. There's all kinds of stuff that you can do. Just play around with it. Have some fun. I'm just kind of looking through all my environments that I've created just to see if there's anything else that I want to show you. This, I think, is for a side scroller. This might work too. Yeah, you can do something like if you wanted a ground texture, I would want a grass that I can put in there. But yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff. Just get creative with it. Have fun with it. Enjoy. Now, again, all of these are made 32 by 32. And don't forget, whenever you're done, let's go back to my desert biome. You want to export, or first you want to save your Pascal locally. So you want to save in browse or save as a .pascal, and you want to export. So I'm going to show you what a sprite sheet with multiple sprites in it looks like. So notice that I'm exporting it. It's 32 by 32. I'm exporting it as a PNG. Down here, it's going to ask, how many columns do you want and how many rows? This has 14. This has 14 sprites in it, right? And so I'm going to have 4 columns by 4 rows for 14 frames. So 4 times 4, that's 16. I'm going to have 2 empty spots. So if I download my sprite sheet and we open it up, notice that I have all of the sprites that I created, and I have 2 empty spots down here. If I were to dump this into Unity, I could splice this up, and I would have individual sprites that I can place inside my tile palette, which you guys will see how to do that next week. And I can actually make this look kind of nice. So that is what we're looking for, a sprite sheet with a bunch of environmental tiles that you can place. Okay, yeah, that should be about it. Go ahead and get designing, and I will see you guys next week when we open up Unity and start actually building this thing. Cool. All right, see you.